Hi, it's Bree, the founder, registered nurse, and health coach behind HippieDippieMom.com. And my goal is to guide you in eliminating toxins from your personal environment so that you and your family can experience true health and wellness. So today's topic is sugar. And so what I like to do is start kind of with the bad news first, just kind of rip that band-aid off, get the bad stuff over with first, and then we'll talk about the fun stuff and the good news, I guess you could say, towards the end. So in starting with the bad news about sugar, I know that pretty much everybody knows that sugar is bad for us, but I'm not really sure that everybody realizes how bad it is for us, and that as a nation we're really consuming sugar at a excessive rate. So sugar contributes to everything from skin issues like acne to autoimmune issues. It contributes to systemic inflammation, to high cholesterol, high blood pressure, asthma, obesity, of course. It also is, sugar feeds cancer, so it helps cancer cells grow. So, and really everything in between. That's a very short list of what sugar contributes to. It is one of the top contributors to our poor health. So we really, really have to get a handle on sugar. That is one of the top priorities when living a healthy lifestyle. So the recommended daily amount of sugar on average for children is 11 grams of sugar a day. And I always like to point out that when we talk about children, we're talking about everyone from age 2 to 18. So just giving one number doesn't really cut it. For small children, I would give a smaller amount of sugar a day, and then as they get closer to 18 years old, then that could be closer to the adult RDA of sugar. So the recommended daily amount for adult women is about 25 grams of sugar per day, and then men is about 36 grams of sugar a day. So, keep those numbers in mind. It's surprising how fast you can get to that number every single day, even when you think that you're living a healthy lifestyle. I used to think I was living a healthy lifestyle, and I was still consuming sugar in an excessive amount. And one recent statistic that I heard is that the average American is consuming about 150 pounds of sugar every year. That's crazy. That is crazy. So when I talk about sugar, I mean everything that is sweet, because sugar is sugar is sugar, whether it is the ultra processed white granulated stuff that we're used to, or it is honey. When we're consuming it in an excessive amount, it is bad for us. There are more negative things about the ultra processed white granulated stuff that is probably in most American kitchens, certainly used to be in mine, and less negative health issues associated with honey, but we really have to keep all of that in moderation. And manufacturers are starting to get really smart with and noticing that we're noticing that sugar is bad for us and that we're eating too much of it. So they've actually kind of started to hide it in our food products by giving it different names, or making it sound like that product ultimately is healthy for us. So some areas where sugar can be hiding are in yogurts, in sauces and salad dressings, in broths, which was one thing that I thought was really weird. Why would sugar be in chicken broth? But it is. Juice is all sugar. If you want fruit, I always recommend having the whole fruit, because you need the fiber and everything that goes in the whole fruit in order for your body to use it. And juice is just, the fruit sugar water that is extracted from the fruit. coffee can be a way for us to consume sugar. I used to drink my favorite coffee drink from a very popular coffee shop where, I ended up learning that it had over 50 grams of sugar in one drink. So talk about excessive, right? And I don't remember if I mentioned, but like protein bars is another area where sugar can be hiding. So just make sure that you're looking at nutrition labels. Starting July of 2018, all nutrition labels are going to have the total sugar section and then the added sugar section, and that recommended daily amount that I mentioned applies to added sugars. And some companies have already started to do their labels this way. So you're going to want to look at the added sugar on the nutrition labels. So I know, I'm a recovering sugarholic, admittedly. I love sugar, but one thing I've realized is that how I feel without sugar is way better than sugar tastes. I'd rather feel amazing and not have poor health versus having a sugary treat, really anytime. So that's not to say, though, that you can never ever eat sugar again. It's very much so in moderation, meaning like once a month or less would be awesome. But there are so many options out there for, healthier treats. And one of the things I like, I have this sitting right here, is this brand, Lily's Chocolate. So it's super, super good. They have different flavors. They have chocolate chips, and these are dark chocolate, but there is no sugar in these. They use erythritol and stevia to sweeten them, but they don't have that artificial sugary taste to it. So super good for baking or eating straight out of the bag. So I also created a list of sugar-free snacks. There's also some options on there that have a little bit of sugar, but not near as much as what we're used to. So I will provide that link, and you can click through that link to get that sent to your email. The other thing I like to use in place of sugar for everything in my coffee and baking is monk fruit sweetener. So they have that as granulated, they have brown sugar, they have powdered, and that is made from the lohan berries. It's very low glycemic. It doesn't create that spike in our blood sugar. And again, it does not have that yucky artificial sweetener taste to it. I think that's pretty much all. So remember that you want to be looking at the nutrition labels, and the recommended daily amount of added sugars for kids is 11 grams, but go less for younger children, and you can go a little bit higher for older children. For adult women is 25 grams of sugar in a day, and then men is about 35-36 grams of sugar per day. In the next video coming up, I will share the #1 way to eliminate sugar cravings. So make sure you subscribe so that you can continue to be notified of the videos that I'm making that are helping you eliminate these common toxins from your personal environment. And if there's any topic that you would like me to cover, you can always email me at brie@hippydippymom.com. Take care.